They're not able to get away with any weapons. That the moment they lose a round, despite winning 7 in a row, they have to save. And that then turns into a 6 round in a row defeat for them. And they finally pick up 2 at the end. But 9-6 doesn't really tell the full story of that, because Wizards, for 7 of those rounds, looked absolutely imperious.
Yeah, Team Global salvaging 6 rounds at the end of that. Very important for them, keeping themselves in the game. Not letting the momentum of the Wizards side increase a bit too much. But now, the Wizards will be playing on the T side. Team Global will be playing on the strongest CT. And I wonder how it'll be this time, as the terrorists are getting ready for a push into bomb site B. There are 2 CTs waiting for them. Decoys thrown by both sides is an interesting choice, and they're going to be shot down. Quite a lot of damage dealt towards the Wizards side already. Sipe in a very nice position to do a bit of damage, but sadly his shots have not landed. The bomb is already planted 20 seconds into the game, and now they have control of the bomb site. Sipe with a very nice headshot there on Lowy, actually. That's a good entry frag for them. Twist very aggressive into the bomb site, will get a kill. Team Global doing a great job retaking the bomb site. There are only 2 men left. Now 1. Musambani, the last man standing. He's not going to be able to defend the bomb, and it's going to be a round for Team Global for sure, as Twist finishes off the job. Great round by him, bagging himself 2 kills. Sipe with 2.
And none for the Wizards.
None for the Wizards.
Good round there from Team Global. At least there's a bomb down for the Wizards. But what I will say is that for the bad omen for Wizards is that last night against Dignitas, it's exactly what happened. Dignitas raced into a 6-round lead against Global, and then they just turned it around. So definitely a uphill struggle for the Wizards from this point forward. You see the dual pistols.
Oh!
Wow, Piff through the wall. Say goodnight, Lowy. And
oh la la.
that was something special. Twist goes down, and Team Global do lose a man, but the Wizards now ready to raid once more. Coming from behind is Crims. Down goes Vipin. Musambani will maybe take on Crims from afar, wondering whether he's chasing him out. He's got perfect angle if he was chasing him out, but not to be. And the Wizards are more prowling and trying to scavenge for a kill than actually get a bomb down and win this round. They don't look likely of getting out of this one with a point, and that would take us to 9 rounds to 8. The Swedes begin to tie the knot around the Spaniards' neck. It's Kari left standing, 1 on 4. Olafmeister will take it down, and Team Global will pick up their second round of the second half. It's 9-8.
Bomb plant's going to allow the T side to go for a full buy this round. Perhaps they might put things back to their favor. Is 9-8 for the Spaniards. They're still ahead, and there is still hope for them if they play a strong T side. There is a lot of talent with Wizards. All we want to see is more of those 4Ks and 3Ks. Musambani has to get back into the game. Kyrie has to do something magical, and Mason and Lowy as well. They have done some excellent little plays throughout the game, and really their wins so far, those rounds, has mostly been due to individual talent. But a good flash there by the Wizards side will bag them 2 kills, as the aggressive Olaf and Pith will be taken unawares. Lowy, though, actually put down on 6 HP. He has to be a bit careful. Team Global, their ranks now a lot thinner, with only 1 man holding bomb site A. Wizards doing the clever thing and not being too aggressive, taking their time, waiting for the right moment to push, and keeping the CTs agitated. They have to make the right decision. You have one of the CTs going towards window. Now would be the opportune moment to push into the bomb site, perhaps, as we have 2 men in bomb site A. Looks like Team Global might think the Ts will be going towards that site, but in fact, they're getting ready to push. Will Twist play big, though, with that op? He's in a pretty good position if he just goes into the kitchen. Twist is going to be ready for them. We'll get the first kill on Kyrie. Sipe. There to flank. Nice shot there by Sipe. Lowy will be able to take down Crim. Sipe and Twist with a wonderful duo to take down the complete Wizard side. Lowy's the last man standing with 6 HP, and from a moment of pure advantage, they have been completely destroyed. Only 10 seconds left on the clock. The only thing he can do now is try and save his gun, but Wizards doing a scuff of that push into the bomb site. Able to save the AK-47, however. A bit of consolation for the Spaniards.
Yeah, what a turnaround in that round. Team Global looked like they were on the wrong end of it, but they locked down that B site, and the entry was just not possible. There was a big do not enter sign above B. And those signs are there for a reason, guys. If it says no ball games, you can't play ball games. And, Larry, the only man with AK, CZs across the board, and good nade there does almost 100 damage combined to Lowy and Musambani, and that's what you pay your money for. Crims will see action coming in, gets a headshot onto Mason, and helps himself to a second. Kari goes down, and then finally Crims will be downed, and as will Olofmeister. Only a man advantage here. Musambani is going to get himself one of those. Flippin is down, and now it is all on the veteran to collect himself a frag, as he goes 1-on-3 against Sight, Twist, and Piff. And it's not going to be a small order by any imagination. They're probably not expecting someone to come back from the house, to be honest, given that they already mowed down that attack, but he's there. He's never going to wait out 45 seconds, is he? Come on, Musambani. Show us something special. Come on, Treacle. As he literally is now about to make his entry in towards A, commentating from the minimap as Musambani is down. And it'll be Sipe who gets himself the kill. It's 10-9 for Team Global, and their momentum is building, and their dominance is beginning to show.
Yeah, they've completely dominated the second half with 4 rounds won. Kyrie not doing a bad job with 17 kills. Same with Lowy. Their scores are not bad whatsoever. And on the other hand as well, Team Global with similar scores. Now let's see if Twist will be able to get that first frag as Lowy tries to jump across mid. He won't get the second. Musambani will get the better of him. And that'll put it back to an equal situation. That push there by Olof, a big mistake, as Mason will be able to take him out. And that's excellent by Mason. He didn't just go in blind. He had his crosshair in the right position. Anything, he could expect anything from the CT side. He can expect a push at any moment. But now they're put to 2 men. There's only Crims and Pith against the combined efforts of Kyrie, Flip, and Musambani Mason. But we've seen them take things around. But as I say that, Crims will be taken, and he'll be given a one-way ticket to hell, or perhaps heaven, as Mason will finish off the job on Piff. And that's a round for Wizards, and a relatively confident round by them. 10-10. It's back to a draw.
Yeah, important round for them as well, and you can see there's not a great deal of money on that T side either, and they're going to go for a CT side either, and they're going to go for a CZ round, and only 3 of them, as you can see the margins in this game are so small. And Musambani's waiting for Twist here. If he shows himself, he'll be taken down. And we're going to move over towards Sipe, who's at the B bomb site. Crims is waiting at A. No commitment from the T side. Got a 3-man pushover on, or 3-man defensive pushover onto A as they boost up, but the bomb is being ushered in the direction of A's. Lagoon will leave the bomb up there on the catwalk and wait in reinforcements. Musambani was escorted into position at A. Bomb now will move over towards the B side with Flippin leading the charge. And he pokes his head around the corner. Can't see a CT, but they're there, waiting for him. And as he comes around the corner, he will strike. He loses his life, but he got himself a frag onto Pith. Twist won't be able to go over and get that gun either. So Musambani's AWP gets batches of Twist, and Mason will come in now as well. Lowy gets himself one. Crims is down. And this CT setup has delivered 2 frags, but still a long old way to go against the guns of the Spaniards. Lowy pushes in, looking to finish off the job, but Sight not going down without a fight. Musambani in the end has to dispatch him with the AWP. And here comes Kari, dropped in the end by Olofmeister. What's he got left in the locker? Olofmeister 1-on-1 with Musambani, shows his back to him. And you just don't show your back to Musambani. And it is 11-10. Wizards pick up their 2nd round in a row.
That was a very, very expensive round there by Wizards. It was an anti-eco, and they should have done a much better job. Shouldn't have lost so many men, but in fact, really, it wasn't their fault. It was just Team Global doing a great job stacking bomb site B and a great job putting themselves in some really, really dangerous positions and making every kill count. That's what Team Global are known for. Now, though, they do have a full buy. Twist with the AWP. They will be able to do anything with that. Musambani, however, is ready to respond as the terrorists get ready to push into bomb site B. We have 3 men moving towards mid, seeing if they can take control. Crims in connector. Twist as well to support. This is some dangerous positioning here by Team Global. If they do push at the wrong moment, the Wizards will be in a lot of trouble, and their magic won't be able to save them. Nice flash there. It's going to force Crims to look around. Flippin has no idea he's there. Crims, will he get the double? Oh, missing some shots on Lowy. But Pith there to get revenge for his fallen comrade and keep that one-man advantage. They do know he's there somewhere. Molotov is going to force him to stay up, but nice shot by Pith to take down Kyrie. It's 4-on-2. Things are not looking so good for Wizards. Team Global have done a good job of constricting the movement of the Spanish side as they now go towards bomb site A. Control of connector. Olof is going to deny Mason. Now Musaman is the last man standing, getting at least one consolation kill before he's shut down by the Swedes. 11-11, back to a draw. And Team Global looking a bit stronger.
Yeah, this one's going to go down to the wire, boys and girls. I hope you're ready for a little bit of excitement in the remaining 7 rounds as these two teams just trade rounds willy-nilly at the moment. Got a partial buy or a forced buy, however you want to word it, for Wizards. Got a Galil, and that's about it. Lowy doesn't have Zoloff likes to get himself the first frag on the flip, and then they may live to regret this one. Lowy will try and get around and pick up that Galil that's down on the floor, but Olofmeister is just mowing down Spaniards. And as soon as I say that, he's dead. Mason returns the favor. Crims gets down. Lowy's going to put that bomb down now. He and Mason to cover it. He has now picked up that Galil. He's up against 3. Twist with an AWP. No, just traded for that M4 as he goes in, and Sipe dispatches of Lowy, and it's all on Mason. 1-on-3. No pressure. But the entire round depends on you, and he's running, he's fleeing the scene, doesn't fancy himself 1-on-3, decides that AK is worth its weight in gold, and after bomb, 1-on-3, I don't know whether you save at that point, but he went for it. It's not going to be a buy, so interesting save decision.
I think Team Wizards kind of went into that round thinking that they were going to lose it. I have this weird feeling they just really wanted to plant the bomb, especially after losing 2 men to Olof, who did a great job defending the site for that long. Wizards keeping that AK-47s and keeping hope perhaps kindled, because Mason on a 1-on-3 situation, especially after those smokes were put down, doesn't seem very realistic that he'll win. But now with 1 AK-47 and 3 CZs, I wonder if they're going to be able to do any substantial damage. It's mostly unlikely that they'll win this round against Team Global, who seem a lot more confident and a lot more sharp than they did earlier on in this game. Looks like they were simply late starters, but Mason getting that shot on Sipe, and that's good by him. Bang into the bomb site. If they push fast enough, making good use of an AK-47. Twist though with a kill. Flip it. Will be taken down by Crims, and Twist with a second. Damage dealt though, as they've lost 3 men already to this eco. Will Lowy do any more? Olof will finish any hopes of that. So 13-11 for Team Global, but the damage has been dealt. They do have money to go for a full buy, and it's a round they definitely have to win.
They do, and you can see actually there's plenty of money left on that Team Global side as well at the end of this. Or enough that if they lose this round, they'll be able to buy again. And so for Team Global, they're going to keep the pressure on the Spaniards. They're 13-11 up. They're 3 away from what has been a very hard-fought victory. And as I said earlier, the Twist gets himself one before getting picked off by Musambani as we trade frags. Lowy for Twist, would you trade your AK? Would you trade your AWP for an AK? I think you would. I think on top of that, Wizards will come out victors as... continue that Wizards have largely looked very good for their 11 rounds in this one. But again, if you break it up, actually, Wizards won 7 in a row. The subsequent 17 rounds, they've only won 4. Fun with maths here on FACEIT.
Learn math with Stuart.
Here we go. Kari going to lead the charge in as he has Crims just waiting for him on the other side of the smoke. Sipe is on the other side. Let's see if we get action from Crims as he will push in, gets himself the first one. Nice work from Crims as he will go looking for love, gets the second, and Team Global are in the dominant position here. It's only Mason left standing, and he is 1 on 3 in the bomb site without the bomb, and with 11 points of health as the nades then flying in, and the site finishes off the job. It's 14-11 Team Global. It's going to force, I think we'll be able to buy on this one, Wizards, but this is a real tricky position for them.
Yeah, they don't want to force themselves to play a final round on an eco, so they might go for an eco this time. Perhaps, well, most likely Team Global will win, make it 15-11, but at least the final round they can offer some resistance, some form of resistance, perhaps start a comeback, but it seems really, really unlikely as the clock is ticking. And it seems like the Wizards' doom is imminent. They've put up a very brave fight so far. They've done an excellent job to win 11 rounds against such a strong Swedish side. And they've really, really impressed us today with some excellent individual plays and individual performances. As now they push into the bomb site. Kyrie trying to take down Piff. That Deagle, but not being successful, as now the last man standing is Musambani, and it looks like it's the 15th round for Team Global, and Wizards have to bank all their money on this one.
But ultimately, if there's one thing we've learned from the last 2 matches on Mirage, there's CT's momentum on this map. Wizards had it for 7, Global have it now. Global had it last night against Dignitas, and it can be very hard to break. As we have 4 rounds left for Global to close this one out. They have money in the bank, they have 2 AWPs on the table, and they're going to come looking for Spanish blood. As Musambani has lost half of his health. Crims just fires in towards the smoke as one Wizards player escapes. Crims is waiting on someone to show themselves, and Crims is in a bit of trouble, but he went back for the second bite of the cherry, and it was poisoned as Kari gets himself the kill. In the end, Sype avenges, but Flippin has restored the advantage for the Wizards as they are a man to the good, as Mason will now make his way towards A. He's got Musambani with the AWP that you can see in the silhouette looking down across A. Wizards now will send Mason through. First frag comes away of Piff, though. Good job from him, but Lowy was there to avenge, and we continue the trades as we go tit for tat. Twist is still up with that AWP. He will dispatch of Musambani, and that leaves Lowy to save the Wizards. 1 on 2. Can he open up the fragging here? He's pushing towards the AWP of Twist. He knows exactly where he is. He needs Olofmeister to help him out. Olofmeister too slow to get over there to help Lowy, and as we go back to a 1-on-1, Lowy down to 37 points of health. And Olofmeister will just get a sight of him when he was reloading. Continues to dance the dance. Olofmeister finally hit by Lowy, down to 67 points of health. But here he comes, bomb down. Olofmeister will finish off the job, and Team Global will win the game. It's 15-11, but that last round really summed up the game. It was each and every round a different battle. But in the end, the war was won by Team Global.